And I totally forgot to bring up the screen point array command in the scripting reference, so I better do that. Just pick on one of these. Okay, camera screen point array. And here's a much better definition than it took me 15-20 minutes to try and describe. Returns array going from the camera through a screen point, as we saw where we started the array origin on the near clipping plane. It's in world space. Okay. Alright, the reason I showed all this is because I wanted to introduce another command. Now, what if we wanted to hide our cursor? Let's just type in cursor. Okay, looks like we've got a couple here, lockCursor and showCursor. Close all these ones down. Okay, lockCursor. Cursor will be automatically hidden, centered on view, and make it never leave the view. Now let's look at the other one first, showCursor. Should the cursor be visible? Screen.showCursor equals false to turn it off. Let's give that a go. showCursor equals false. Okay, so we've hidden our arrow cursor, and we should only see our cube as a cursor. Let's push that cube back. Okay, so if I hit play, and we better check to see if there's any mention of it working in the editor or not. There we go, because chances are if you do a build it will be working. There it's showing when I've maximized the play view. We've lost our arrow cursor. Now if I bring it down to the windows we have it there. Then we lose the cursor. Okay, but you see it hasn't locked the position. So this, you use show cursor equals false when you want to use an input mouse position. Now, if you're playing like a first-person shooter or something like that, that would be where you'd want to lock the cursor to the center of the screen. Okay, but it's going to be doing both jobs. It's going to hide the cursor and it's going to center it on the view. Now we have a cube object to show where our cursor is, so we can see how this is working. That's why I did all the other videos. I showed you that to show you this. Okay, so that's a showing. This is just hiding the cursor. So screen lock cursor equals true, because we do want to hide it. Hide and lock to the center of the screen. Save that out. Still got it on maximize. Now when I hit play, you're pretty much going to have to take it for granted that I'm moving the mouse. There's a bit of a wiggle going on there with the cube. But there you go. I'm definitely moving it. Now why isn't it centered? Now if we did some draw rays and things like that, we'd probably find out what's going on there. But I dare say it's because we're in the editor and it's changing the size of the screen when it's going to maximize. But let's just put a debug in there. And we've got it here. The ray origin and the ray direction times the ray distance. Ray direction, ray distance, exactly the same thing. We should have a visual indicator of what we're doing there. It's going haywire, isn't it? The lock cursor. Again, it's one of those things that really doesn't work in the editor. Once you build it, you'll see that it is working. And lock cursor is broken. Lock cursor equals true. like I said, check the scripting reference. Only locked after the user has clicked on the content and the user has not left the control view with cursor. After the user presses escape or switches to another application, the cursor will automatically unlock. This cursor lock will also be lost when exiting full screen mode. You can pretty much assume that all this stuff and the editor, the cursor will automatically be unlocked when you press escape, and all these other conditions. If you click out, clicking out includes clicking play. Try it maximized. You're not going to be able to see that raycast happening. See? So that's pretty much why it's breaking there. But I can't leave the screen and go and hit that stop. If I hit escape, there we go. See, it's broken. So just to prove it to yourself, do a build. Okay? Do a web player build. Build the scene, and you can see for yourself that lockCursor will lock to the center of the screen. Okay.